Good morning, fourth graders. Welcome, or good afternoon, good day, as I always say. Today we are going to be on pages 22 and 23 of your workbook. We have been studying commas. We started a series on commas, and we looked at rules number 1 and number 2 before. Today we're going to look at rules 3, 4, and 5. If you look at the top of page 22, it talks about commas 3, which are the rules 3, 4, and 5. Rule number 3 says use commas after the word yes and no at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, there are 2 examples for you there. Yes, comma, I will go with you. No, comma, Jean is not here. So when you say yes or no at the beginning of a sentence, you have to put a comma after it, okay? All right, and then rule number 4 says use commas to set off words of direct address. Well, what is a direct address? When you are speaking to someone, you are speaking directly to them. Or if someone is speaking to you, they're speaking directly to you. So if you're having a conversation and you're utilizing what we call quotes, you would use quotation marks around what you said or what they said. So, for example, may I help you, comma, sir. So whoever is speaking is talking to sir, whoever that sir is. So you would put a comma before sir because they are directly talking to sir. Then it says, Anne, where are you going? Someone is asking Anne, they're talking directly to Anne, asking Anne where she's going. So Anne is the person of direct address, so you would put a comma after Anne. Next you have, I hope, Joe, that you are doing well. Here you have someone they're talking to in the middle of a sentence. When the person of direct address is in the middle of a sentence, you need to put a comma before and after it. Okay, so I hope, comma, Joe, comma, that you are doing well. So they're talking to Joe, it's in the middle, so they set it off, okay? Waitress, comma, may I please have more butter? They are talking to the waitress, so therefore you would put a comma after waitress because she is the person they're directly talking to. And then rule number 5 says, use commas after the greeting of a friendly letter and after the closing of any letter. So if you're writing a letter to someone, dear mom, comma, dear dad, comma, dear friend, comma, dear buddy, comma, whoever you're sending a letter to, after you say dear and their name, you put a comma there. And then when you're closing the letter, you would say, love always, comma, then your name, or yours truly, comma, then your name. And there's the example there. So in Think A, we're going to do a little exercise. This is dealing with the direct address, okay? So there's a conversation between 2 people. One person says something, the other person replies, so on and so forth. So I have the first few on the board. We'll work through those, so you'll finish the rest. And then you'll also do Think B, and I will send you the answers to page 22. You will then complete page 23 and turn it into me. Think B is due for, everything is always due Friday. So, but Think B is for a grade. Remember A is a bonus. So try your best at remember A to get that correct. Follow all of the instructions, guys. Okay, you can't get bonus points if you don't do the whole exercise, okay? All right, so back to Think A on page 22. Where are you going, my pretty maid? Who are they talking to? Who is the person of direct address? He is talking to my pretty maid, so you would underline that. She replies, I am going a-milking, sir, she said. Who is she talking to? Sir, right? She's talking to sir. Okay, whoever sir is, whoever, of course it would be a male figure because sirs refer to males and ma'am refers to females. So it's some man that she's talking to. And then he says, may I go with you, my pretty maid? Who is he talking to? My pretty maid, right? She responds, you're kindly welcome, sir, she said. Who is she talking to? Sir. So go ahead and continue that. And this is, I know it's a repetitive exercise, but remember, we learn in repetition. So if you can get the idea that whoever they are talking to, they are addressing that person. They are talking to that person. So it needs to be underlined, okay? All right. And then also finish thing B. Remember that. So now on page 23, please remember, in the green box, there are all of your rules for commas so far that we've covered. Rules 1 through 6. So you need to learn and not just memorize, but learn these because you are going to need to identify each one in a sentence or activities going forward into the future. Okay? You will need this information. All right? So if you have any questions, let me know. And that is all that I have for you today. Have a blessed day.